So today I am going to talk about or going to derive the electron in free space, and I will use here the Maxwell's equation to derive the electromagnetic wave equation. So for this, let us consider Maxwell's equations. So the first equation is that del dot E is equal to rho by epsilon naught, and another equation is del dot B, it is equal to 0, and del cross E is equal to minus curly B by curly T, and del cross B is equal to mu naught J plus mu naught epsilon naught curly E by curly T, and let us call this as equation number 1. And for free space, the value of J will be 0 and rho will also be equal to 0, right? So if I use these two in these equations, then Maxwell's equations will become del dot E is equal to 0, or in sometimes it can also be written as in some books del dot D is also equal to 0. Both are representing the one and same thing. And del dot B is equal to 0, and del cross E is equal to minus curly B by curly T, and del cross B, it can be written as mu naught epsilon naught curly E by curly T. So this is equation number 2, and let us call it as equation number 3, this as equation number 4, and this is equation number 5, right? So to obtain electromagnetic wave equation, we will eliminate, so to obtain electromagnetic wave equation, we eliminate B, using 4 and 5, right? So for that, what do we do? Let us take curl of equation number 4. So if I take the curl of this equation, then it can be written as del cross E is equal to del cross minus curly B by curly T, right? That's what we are getting here. And this can be further written as minus curly over curly T del cross B. This part can also be written like this, right? Because this del is independent of T, so that means this will act as like a constant, right? It's a simple thing which I am using. So if I put the value of del cross B from equation number 5 here, if I use it here, then how things can be written as that del cross E is equal to minus curly over curly T, and its value will be mu naught epsilon naught curly E by curly T, right? But if I try to simplify this, then this curly over curly T makes this as minus mu naught epsilon naught curly square E by curly T square. That's what we can write it out as, right? Now if I try to look at this part, then it is a standard result that del cross E, this can be written as del dot E, right, minus del square E. This is the way that how things can be written, right? But if I use first equation, second equation number 2, means del dot E is 0 for free space. Then this can be written as del square E simply. So therefore this equation can be written as del square E minus del square E is equal to mu naught epsilon naught curly square E by curly T square with negative sign, and this negative sign will cancel out with it. So therefore we will remain with the equation that del square E is equal to curly square E by curly T square mu naught epsilon naught, right? So this is the one thing which we are getting, and similarly we can obtain another equation for magnetic field. And that equation is del square B is equal to mu naught epsilon naught curly square B over curly T square, right? So this is the second equation which we are getting. So let us call it as equation number 6 and it as equation number 7. So equation 6 and 7, 6 and 7, they represent the relation between space and time variation of E and B, and also called three-dimensional wave equations for E and B, and these equations are similar to other wave equation we saw in waves and vibrations. Or the motion of a string, right? Curly square y over curly x square is equal to 1 by v square curly square y over curly t square. So if I try to look at or try to compare these two results, so that means 1 by v square is sitting in place of mu naught over epsilon naught, right? So that means if I compare this, means that means mu naught epsilon naught is sitting in place of 1 over v square. So that means if I take reciprocal mu naught epsilon naught, then it is sitting in place of v square, and if I take square roots, so that means this is like a velocity. So that means this is basically the velocity, right? So let us see whether this is equivalent to velocity or not, or what type of velocity is it. So for that, let us do one thing. Let us try to find out the value of 1 over mu naught epsilon naught under the root. So let us put their values. As I know that this epsilon naught is equal to 8.85 into 10 raised to power minus 12 Coulomb square Newton meter square Coulomb square upon Newton per meter square, and mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7 Newton ampere square. And ampere is basically Q by T, or Coulomb per second, or C second inverse. So if we put its value here, so it will be equal to it is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7 Newton, and if I put its value 4 pi into 10 raised to power 7 CS minus 1 whole square, and Newton was there also, so I can write down it as 4 pi into 10 raised to power 7 Newton second square Coulomb minus 2, right? So that's what I'm getting here. Sorry, minus is also there. So if I put their values here, then what I'm getting, this is 1 upon 4 pi 10 raised to power minus 7 into 8 into 8 5 into 10 raised to power minus 12 whole under the root, along with the units, and units are also under the root. So it is Newton second square C minus 2, and it is its value will be C square Newton meter square, right? So this Newton will cancel out with it, and this C square will cancel out with it. So here it is 1 over 4 pi into 10 raised to power 4 pi into 8 into 8 5 into 10 raised to power minus 19 whole under the root, and here it is second square upon meter square whole raised to power minus 1 by 2. If I simplify it, so then it is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. That's what we are getting here, right? So that means one thing which we are getting, it is the unit of speed, and this number which I am getting, this number represents the speed of light. Thus this quantity 1 over mu naught epsilon naught whole under the root represents the speed of light, speed of light in vacuum, right? So this is all about it. So that means electromagnetic wave moves with speed of light. That's what is the conclusion we are getting out of this lecture. So that's all for this